database first, which is when the API stores the request straight to a database table. Hi, I'm Daniel Tamage, a Senior Solution Architect. In this approach, I will use API Gateway as a proxy for DynamoDB by storing the data straight to DynamoDB without requiring a function to process the request and insert the record. However, if required, you can have a service or a function to serve the API endpoint and perform the insert based on your requirements. Now, after successfully adding the record, the operation will notify that the operation was successful in the response back to the device. Once the device data gets stored in DynamoDB, the change gets pushed to DynamoDB Kinesis data stream, and we will have a consuming Lambda function to push the change to the connected client or clients, the front-end app. Now, we need to push the events to the subscribed clients, which is the web application UI, the front-end app. How would I do this? One approach would be to use WebSockets, and we would set up WebSockets by adding the following. 1. We would add a new WebSocket API to the AWS API Gateway, and we would configure 3 routes: connect, disconnect, and possibly a third called subscribe. Secondly, a DynamoDB table to hold the WebSocket connected client details. Thirdly, a Lambda function that serves the connect route and stores the client details in the table. Fourthly, a Lambda function that serves the disconnect route and removes the client details from the DynamoDB table on disconnect. And optionally, a Lambda function that serves the subscribe route. The function could modify the client subscription settings in the DynamoDB table. This is if we want clients to specify what events to receive and for what. Now, when an event gets pushed to the Kinesis data stream, we would have the consuming Lambda function to fetch the subscribed connected client identifiers. Then the function will invoke a post HTTP request to the WebSocket API to invoke a callback message for each connected subscribed client using the connection identifier. And the clients, the instances of the front-end UI, would update their UI dashboards.